Here is a date to put in your calendar, the 21st of December, 5:30 UK time. 5 amazing YouTube repair channels will be uniting together for charity. All donations will go to an incredible charity, the Rocking R, who provide gaming carts to sick children in hospital. We have lots of fun things planned to get you in the Christmas spirit, and there will be some giveaways as well. PCDD will be our host for the evening, reading your comments in chat, keeping an eye on what we're doing, and giving you some more information about the great charity. Andy from Swindon Electronic Repairs will be in hot seat number 1, working on our Christmas project and answering any of your projector repair questions. Russ from Russie Russ Repairs will be in hot seat number 2, flexing his guns and celebrating his birthday. MK Fix will be in hot seat number 3, giving his controllers a tug and making sure the stream is not family friendly. And finally myself, JFix, will be in the last seat, trying to avoid awkward questions. We hope to see everybody there, and a Merry Christmas.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, 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 hello. What a morning. What a morning. First one in chat will get their name on the blue mat this morning. I am going to keep an eye out now. Fightcam has gone live. Oh, feeling decidedly rough today.
PCDD, you little shit.
I certainly am, Andy. Certainly am. And he claims the title. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Andy. Good morning. Oh, we've got, put my glasses on. Not Alexandra. I can't remember. Alan's, no. AVBFS. I can never remember your name, sir. I'm really sorry. I'm really, really sorry. Not seen one of your vids in a while, actually. I'll have to check why that's not popping up on my stream. Because I've been watching yours. Morning, Dreams. Chatting, yes. Alessandra, I knew it was something like that, I just couldn't remember, so do apologise. Alessandro, good morning, Alessandro. Morning, Dreams, as well. I was chatting in chat with him a little bit as well. So, good morning, gents, good morning. I weren't planning on streaming today, but I need to say good morning to Nick as well, if Nick's watching. Messaged me this morning. Good morning, Nick, if you're watching. Yeah, I wasn't planning on streaming today, but after finished streaming yesterday, I got, anybody catching my streams this week know how busy I've been. I got a power warning coming. It came in on whilst I was on stream yesterday morning. Morning, JFix, JFix1. Well, good morning, good morning. Can't be talking to me because he said good morning, gents. Can't be talking to me. And it came in yesterday whilst I was on stream. Guy dropped off. Anyway, cut a real long story short, because we know how much I like to talk and waffle. We'll just ease into it this morning, with it being a Saturday. I took the board out. Well, I didn't take the board out. I'll show you with the microscope when we get going. Customer bought a replacement power supply because he thought the power supply, the DC jack was failed. You're a true gent and PCDD, I guess. Don't have to say good morning to me. It's obligatory that I accept it as a good morning, Andy. I accept it as a good morning because you are here. Every day's a better day when Andy's on scene. That's all I think to myself. That's all I think. Anyway, anyway, he bought a new charger. And he said it was still working on the charger. I'll show you inside the charging port in a bit, and I think we'll agree it probably might not have been. But I just can't figure the fault. I know what the fault is. The computer's not working, but there's no short on it, and it's not the MOSFET, and it's not anything else. I'll run through it when we get going. But we're just going to have an easy morning this morning while everyone comes in. So, how cold is it? How cold is it? I looked outside and it's ice everywhere like snow. I know it's not minus 17 like, I can't remember who was saying yesterday. Was it Mookie or something like that was saying it was minus 17 there? It's blinking cold today. I have got 4 layers on today. Even Russie Russ would not be sat here in a sleeveless top on a morning like today. I could cut glass this morning. It is chilly. Chilly with a capital Ch. Not just cold with a capital C. It's chilly with a capital chilly. My fingers are blue. I know why snowmen wrap up with scarves and hats and whatnot. It's so cold. So cold this morning. So cold. But I digress. So I'm only going to stream until probably about 11ish this morning. It was an impromptu. I've got a couple of... I keep rubbing my face and looking at the camera. I've got a couple of drop-offs this morning as well. Bits and bobs coming in, and I've got a couple of collections as well. So I might get disturbed. They come between 10 and 11. I'm restricted to between 10 and 11 on a Saturday. And then shopping later. And then we're putting the Christmas decks up. So we'll be decking the halls with boughs of holly, tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, and all that. And after about 10 minutes of doing it, you'll realise that you've got green stuff all over off the tree. We've run out of tinsel. Lights don't work. And then you just think, I need to wrap this box in more tape, because we've all got that Christmas tree box that we wrap in tape every year, and before you know it, it's got 9 kilos of wrapping tape on it, and you just can't pick the box up, and it's just falling to pieces. So I've got to get that out of the obligatory loft, covered in spiders, because we all know that's where spiders hide at Christmas. They go in the loft, hide, but when you get the Christmas stuff out, they all escape from there, and it's like a deluge and a torrent. It's like the apocalypse with a mole running out of the box, attacking me, pinning me down, all them 8 legs. Oh, what horrible things. As you may guess, chap, I do not like spiders. Don't like spiders at all. Yeah, me and spiders just don't mix. I ask them nicely to leave. They generally don't leave. So I thought, I'll get a dog. Dog will keep spiders away. I've tried conkers. They don't play conkers. I've tried vinegar. Don't have anything. Somebody said put polos around the place, which is really good, but that attracted ants. So that really didn't have any effect. So, yeah, definitely... yeah, definitely. So yeah, me and spiders definitely don't mix. You will be streaming again later. Repair a Christmas tree. Do you know what I have? Oh, are they here? In my James will know what I'm at. Do you know the extension, James, where I used to work from before I moved into this office? I thought I'll tart it up a bit. Trying to get it out. So I bought myself some Christmas tree lights, but they were too long, right? They were too long. They were just supposed to go over a kind of a window area to decorate it, but these are, I don't know, 2.8 meters, and I only needed 1.6. So I'm looking at shop. I'll just cut them down. Just cut them down. Connect wires back up at ends. Brilliant. No. Did that. Half lights don't work. I have tried every combination. It's 3 wires. There's 3 wires. I've tried every combination you could imagine. Can I get the full set of lights, 1.6 meters, to light up at the same time? No. Can I get it even... I'll connect it up. I've checked them for ground and whatnot. What? So they're under the desk. I haven't got a clue. Anybody knows how to repair Christmas lights? I'm thankful that I paid, I think, £5 for it. They are sat under there. And like everybody... that'll be a job for tomorrow. And we all know, tomorrow never comes. Tomorrow never comes. Anyway. Oh, we've got lots of chat now. I need my mouse. My battery ran out of my mouse this morning. Let me just say some hellos. Of course, we've got an influx of people. I'm not used to this. Yeah, so Christmas tree lights later. I'm gonna give up on them. It's actually a pre-lit tree. I cheat. I think it's fibre optic, so it's 1 bulb at the bottom. Are you a beans and toast people? I am. Crikey. We got aluminium. I'm not too sure what that says. Tasteful thickness. Good morning. Not seen you in chat before, but hello from America. Hello over the pond. Good. Probably ain't good morning for you down there, or up there, or over there, or wherever. Not a beans on toast person on a morning. I do like a bit of beans on toast, but you just got to put a bit of cheese on it. Bit of cheese, and that's more by beans on toast. But yeah, good day to you. Hello from the United Kingdom. England calling. Right, morning, Mr. PCDD. How am I? I am absolutely fine, Chill. I am absolutely fine. I've sent you a link this morning to the extractor that we were discussing yesterday. Sent you a link to it today. Brilliant extractor. I did lots and lots of research on that fume extractor, and it is as good as I thought it was going to be. It is excellent, really quiet, really good, and very, very good. But yeah, doing well. And also the power supply says it will be delivered today. I very much doubt it because AliExpress is saying it's being delivered today. Royal Mail, who's delivering it, saying it'll be delivered Monday. So it's probably going to end up over at next door neighbour's garden fence sometime in New Year. You know, it's like Christmas. I sound like a Tom Aspinall. I don't know who he is. Are you sure I sound like him? And it's not he sound like me. He could have been watching my stream and thought, I want to sound like that guy. I want to sound like PCDD repairs. But hey, you've got a... Oi! Kemi Bangkok is on you now. I don't know who he is either. Is he Kemi? I've heard of somebody called Kemi. I don't know who he is either. But hello. Thank you. I need a new one. Yeah, have a look at that one. Chill. I'll look at. Is it heavyweight champion of the world in UFC? Is that who he is? That's probably why I've heard of him. I don't really follow a lot of popular culture, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't watch them. Only sport I'm into, as regular chat followers will know, I'm a former UK and European and world Tiddlywinks champion. Held the crown for a number of years. These fingers and thumb are insured for millions of pounds, pushing down. Yeah, Tiddlywinks is the sport of the future. It's cutting edge. Forget about everything else. The technology going into Tiddlywinks nowadays for the aerodynamic profile of the little disc, the flight paths, the cofactor drag efficiency, everything. I mean, they're changing rules next year as well, so they're reducing thickness by 0.2 of a millimetre, so it's reducing weight as well. There's been some controversy on that. But yeah, Tiddlywinks, game of the future, and F1. So yeah, pretty similar sports really, both cutting edge of the seat things. So, there we go. But anyway, I digress. So chat this morning, before I bore everyone, we've been going 12 minutes now. Really haven't talked about it. So yeah, this one. Rest of it is down here. I did disassemble it because I worked on this when I got home last night. I went out for a lovely evening last night. Myself and my daughter went out last night and went to some friends, and they've got one of them pizza. Oh, need to tell you about this before we get into this. They've got one of them Ninja pizza ovens. I don't know if you've seen them, the self-contained ones. You plug it in and you cook pizzas. It takes about 2 minutes, 30 seconds to cook a pizza. And she's an amazing chef. She made all the dough herself, all the toppings. You put it in, 2.5 minutes later, you've got a cooked pizza. That was the look. Well, afterwards, it was like this after I'd had about 9 pizzas. Oh my God. And she made some homemade scones with everything. Absolutely divine. So we went there last night, and then I started work on this because this was puzzling me. And then I've been up this morning, started work. As well, but oh my gosh. Oh my golly gosh. But anyway, I ain't got the body like Tom Aspinall or Kemi Bangkok or whatever. Oh, that's who it is. That's leader at UK. That's why I recognise it. It's Kemi, isn't it? She's leader at Conservative Party. Yeah, I know who she is now. Me being up with current affairs. Morning, Phil. We've eluded you. Excuse me. We've eluded Phil once more. We will get this out of the way, and then we'll crack on and get some of this, because I do need help this morning. I'm a little bit puzzled. As you can see, I've usually got a tidy desk, and I'm halfway through working on it. Well, I'm not even halfway through. I'm a bit puzzled today with it. Which anybody, again, watching the streams regularly will know it's a common occurrence there. So today, which is it the Saturday the 13th, we're getting to the bottom at Matt. With the way I'm streaming, I'll need another blue mat. So, we've got Saturday the 13th, and if we all check back up who's at the top of the chat, Dreams was in early, but a little bit premature. Just a tad premature. And it was the first person to comment once my face cam had gone live. So, a little bit early. A little bit early on that one. and there was one who seems to be taking a little bit of a stretch to get it leading. It has got one tiny heatsink. So we've got a new leader, and he seems to be racing away with it with 1, 2, 3, 4. Just let me double check. 1, 2, 3, 4 places on the Matt board, Matt leaderboard, Matt Blue Matt League, whatever you want to call it. I'm in talks with Sky at the moment to televise this. Might go well. So we've got 4 with Andy from Sweden Electronic Repairs. We've got Carthor on 1, 2, 3, but we've got MK Fix on 1, 2, 3, 4 also. So Andy and MK are battling it out. I know it's gripping stuff, and there'll be a lot of you just tuning in for the finale of this. Still a lot to play for. Still an awful lot to play for. Let's just not forget, it's all in the game. EA Sports. It's in the game. So, ladies, don't forget, 21st December as well, just in case we've not mentioned it and anybody's been living under a rock. And we don't know what that is. We don't know what that is. We don't know what that is. Right, gentlemen, I am going to start with this. One, because I don't think anybody wants to listen to me anymore this morning. I don't think you want to listen to me, full stop. Can we still win this? Don't know. Other than my name on there. Phil, I've got confidence in you. I have got confidence in that you'll be able to pull this round and come round to us. So don't worry about it. Ultimate confidence. There's still a lot to play for. The way I'm streaming, there's probably another 15 points on here. So I only stream when I get confused and stuck on something, which is why I'm streaming 6-7 times a day. So, gents, we have this came in yesterday. Customer complaining that it wouldn't charge. It apparently still worked on battery, but I don't think. I think when we look in it, so let me turn my light up a little bit because we'll need a bit more illumination. We will be able to see why it's not working. He bought another charger and he says it did work with the new charger. I'm not sure how it worked with the new charger, but if you can see, he's bent. That's the. I've took the DC port off because it was just shorted continually. So we can see that he's actually bent, or the internal connector of the DC port there has bent across. So I removed that. So we definitely need a new one of them. But I haven't ordered one of them. I think I might have one in fairness, but I haven't done any with that because I moved on to the next level of looking at what the issue was. And I have this where I will need some assistions because I am puzzled now. So I started checking for shorts, got no shorts on any coils. No shorts on any coils. You want a free, yeah, you want a hug, virtual hug and a free shout out. Morning cows, good morning, good morning, good morning cows. Is it an Acer? No, it's an HP, James. Oh no, it is an Acer, do beg your pardon. Yeah, it's if you want to know the model, it is on here probably. Oh, let me get the review case out. It is N20C5 Aspire 3. So yeah, it is an Acer. So I have checked. Did no short at all on any of the coils. Bags and bags of resistance, apart from the CPU, which is 43 ohms. I've checked all the MOSFETs. Not one MOSFET is shorted. Not one MOSFET is shorted. I plug my power supply into it, and we have power coming in to the board as we would expect with the power supply. This is where I'm getting a little stuck now. So we've got power coming in here, through here. We have power to this MOSFET, which is obviously the first MOSFET, moving into second, moving into current sense. Dreams did one of these last week. Well, thank you, Dreams. That might be very, very useful. I can't get this MOSFET to switch. I've got no voltage on the gate at all. So I'm thinking EC chip's not turning it on because there's a fault on the board. Connect the outer 2 pins on the charger. They're ground, aren't they? That'll be. Well, I've got voltage to the. I've got voltage to that MOSFET. I've got it to inside, but just not the output. It's the gate what's not switching on. You think it's the outer pin that? Is that what you think? Just connect that other one. Right. Well, there we go. Right. Thanks, guys. Nice short stream this morning. This is why I put help needed, because I don't pretend to know. Pretend to know anything, let alone everything. So this is why I needed some help and assistance. Let's get this under the microscope then and see where, what, and everything else, because that might help me a little bit. I still, like I say, I still need to order a. Turn the light down a bit because it will overexpose. So I just tap my one so I can plug it into my power supply onto here. But you reckon I need to? I presume. Let me get my pointy device. Presume is the wrong word. That's definitely ground because I can see that going round. I'm sure when I tested that would ground as well. Let me get the machine that goes beep. No, that's not ground. So do I just need those two bridging? Centre and outer bridging? Because that was definitely positive where I've connected it. Gents, just let me get my telephone out because it is ringing. Oh no, they've whoever it is hung up. So there we go. Yeah, so just bridge them. There we go. I'll turn that on. Charger detection. So that needs 19 volts to it as well. It's not 7 volts or anything like that then. I will bridge that then. And we'll see how we go. I'll be amazed if this works. Well, I won't be amazed. That's the wrong word because that's like saying I'm questioning what you're saying. I'm not questioning what you're saying. I'll just be dumbfounded that that I missed that. But every day's a school day, isn't it? I think my iron might struggle in this today. I'm that cold, I'm shivering. You can see my hand movement. I mean, it's not the best as it is. Just 1 second, gents. My telephone's ringing again. PC repairs. How can I help? Hello. Which one was it again?
PCDD, you little shit.
Oh, sorry. Windows 11. Did you pick it up yesterday, Paul? You shouldn't say that.
Yeah,
No, I didn't put that on. That was on already. Yeah, that was on already, but you had Windows 10 on there, didn't you? Yeah, it should automatically pull your license and registration straight through. It won't make any difference at all, so there's no need to rush about it. All it does is stop you changing your background picture, really. So yeah, it might change about after 30 days when they decide not to do it. It stops you doing little things like changing your background image. It doesn't actually stop. You'll have to just pop it back when you're passing one day, and I can get rid of it. I'll re-enter your serial number for you, so it's not a problem at all. But yeah, it should automatically pull it through. The only thing I can think of is whether it didn't have a genuine Windows 10 serial on it, because it registers it to the motherboard and registers it directly with Microsoft. So you don't need to re-enter it. So that should have automatically pulled through. So if it had a genuine key on it, it would have automatically pulled through. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't know either. You see, it's not what I would check for. You just assume that it's a genuine licensed copy when customers bring us machines in. You see, so yeah, I'll pull the serial number off it and I'll re-enter it and just make sure it's on for you. But yeah, either way we can sort it, no problem at all. Yeah, just let us know when you want to do it and I'll get it done while you're here. Well, it takes 10-15 minutes just to connect it up and do. Yeah, just give us a text when you're on your way and then I know to expect you. All right, Paul. See you later. Bye-bye. I forgot to turn my speakers down. Thanks for that. Thanks, Andy. I am a little ship. Morning, Joseph. If you do exclamation command CMD, you'll get a full list of the. You'll get a full list of those. That was on full volume when that came through. So he definitely heard that come through. As I rushed, you would have seen me on camera when it came through. That I rushed to mute it. Oh dear me, that does make me smile. I don't think the people on the other end of the phone realise it. Oh dear me, that's yeah. And then I'd got a tiny one. Ah dear. Anyway, morning, Cartho. We're talking about you this morning. You unfortunately not first this morning. Oh, there we go. Yeah, exclamation CMD, capital CMD in chat, and you'll get a list of the commands just to embarrass me. So guys, sorry about that. That was one I did yesterday, and I think you heard the gist of that. He's picked it up and it's come up with a registration for Windows. He had Windows 10, and all I've done is put Windows 11 on, and as we all know, it should pull it through, and it's obviously not. It could be that he's not got a license on it. I will check when he comes and see what's what. I've got his old hard drive here, so I'll check on his old hard drive and see if I can pull the key off for him. So we will bridge this as Dreams is saying. Got a nice little bridge on there. Enough. 1 second, guys. Yet another call. PC repairs. How can I help? Hello, Barry. How are you? Yeah, not bad at all. You're ringing about your retro desktop, aren't you?
PCDD, you little
Right,
shit.
spent quite a bit of time on this the other day, and I was speaking to a few colleagues on it as well. And it looks like it's your motherboard that's failed. It's power cycling on and off, which is I did get it booted in. And it looks like it's probably the I/O chip or the EC chip that's failed on that. So the only thing which I can think we can do is replace the motherboard. But I think by the time you look at cost of the diagnostics, the labour, the fitting of the motherboard, and the buying the new motherboard, it's probably cheaper to, unfortunately, replace the unit. But with the age of the units, you're probably going to get a higher percentage of failure rate anyway. So that's where it is. I thought it was the power supply with way it's cycling. So I put my test. Well, I did also, but put my test power supply on there, and it was still doing the same. Leave it to cool down, then it would fail again. So it's looking like, about thermal camera on it, is looking like maybe the Super I/O chip, which is causing it to fail. So it is here. I have left out the hard drive and I've left out the RAM, just to make it easy. If you did want to get another unit, you could always then transplant those or whatever you wanted to do. Yeah. You're looking at diagnostics on there is £30 for what we did. Okay. Yeah, well, I'm in between 10 and 11 this morning if you are wanting to pick up for Saturdays. If not, it'll be one day next week. All right, Barry? No worries. See you later. Bye-bye now. I knew what you were going to do, so I put you on mute, guys. There we go. You nearly caught me out. You nearly caught me out on that one. Nearly caught me out. Oh dear. Oh, we've got people. We've got new people in chat. I always like it when we've got new people in chat. Not that I don't like old people in chat. I just don't recognise names. But I have got such a bad memory. Such a bad memory. So we've said hello to Joseph. We've said hello to quite a lot of people in here already, and we've said we've got. I saw a new name there. I saw a new name. A new name. New name. New name. It's on here somewhere. Board Rev. Hi, good morning. I don't know if you're new to chat or first on stream, but good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We are a friendly bunch here. We don't bite unless you really, really ask us. Thanks, good buddy. That command never works. Shut your mouth. Never works, does that one? I saved that one specially for you, that one, Andy, as well.
But I'm so confused.
Yeah, that one's working. Why? Ah, shut your mouth. What? I'll tell you why shut your mouth don't work. Is because I ain't got it on that profile. Copy, exclamation, paste. Right. Shut your mouth should now work. If you try shut your mouth, exclamation, shut your mouth, it should work. Yeah, scene should definitely work. I think. Oh, no, it's not. Is it scene? I can't remember. Read chat. Change the scene, you dummy. Yeah. I was on the telephone. Now, PCDD, please can you sort out shut your mouth command? I should have sorted that out now. Exclamation, shut up. Oh, no, is it shut your mouth or shut up? I can't remember. Shut mouth, I think it's called. Shut mouth is what it is. We'll get there then. Google YouTube channel has. Once you get old, you too. Catch you later. See you later, cows. See you later, cows. Should sub to. Oh, are you correct? Sorry, I will make a note of that, and I will sub to you. Do you know what? Oh, I can't do that now because I'm on stream. But I will have a look at that board view. Thank you very much. Reciprocated sub. Thank you very much. I normally keep an eye out whoever subs and bang them one back as well, which sounds really, really rude. Don't power on. I'm not going to power on. Not going to power on. I would imagine you're telling me not to power on for a reason. So let's get back to this. I'm not going to power on. So we're not going to power on, James. So what next? We've connected this up. Gosh, my fingers are freezing. I've got the heater on today, but it's a bit chilly. So we're not going to power on. We need to elaborate now why we're not powering on. Read chat messages. Okie dokie. Right. I seen. I've changed it, haven't I? You're on microscopal. Phew. I'm on microscopal. Oh right, yeah. Sorry. Right, I'm not going to power on. Sorry, Dreams. I was doing that. I'm not going to power on. Right. So the charger detect. Oh, should go to ground. Okay. So you all passed the test this morning. That was just to see if you were as awake as I was. I was just testing you. So glad to see that you're all paying attention. I thought it went to ground, so that's why I was finding it a bit strange when you were saying bridge it, but you meant bridge to ground, not bridge to... I can never do this, what Uncle Soren does. You know when he puts a piece of solder on here and he solders with a piece of solder? I always struggle with this. And do you know what? I'm going to do it first time now. Or maybe I'm not. Hey! I thought it was grounded out. That's what was throwing me when I was going to say, what shall I do? So we've now got a bridge to ground from that right-hand charge sense pin. Oh, it was a sorry, Andy. It was. I think I've got an OI command, an exclamation OI. I think we need to start using that as my attention one, exclamation OI. I think that's the one. But yes, so we've got a chart. I did think it was a bit peculiar, but hey, good job. We
Oi, you!
That's the one. Oi, you! Oi, you! Morning, worms. Oh, is Falcon in? Have we had everything play? I thought I'd fix the shut command. Shut your mouth command. I could have sworn I'd fixed it. Commands.
PCDD, little shit.
Anymore. That was the happiest day of my life.
Thank you, Ralph. Very grateful.
Oh, it's oh, is that Falcon? Falcon's in, everybody. It's called It's called exclamation shut up. Shut up is the actual command. But I bet you any money I have called it something different in actions. I've got so many of these, chat. So many of these.
Shut your mouth!
Shut your mouth. It's shut up. There you go. It's now working. There you go. It's working. It's working. Exclamation shut up. There we go. Yay! We've got it. We've got it. I think I might have labelled it wrong in the exclamation command thing. So we can always tell when Falcon alerts because we get everything playing. So am I good to power on now, guys? Is that what we're saying? CMD is wrong. Is that wrong? Put that there and put that there. Oh no, that's in something else, isn't it? I don't know whether worms, because it's a pain for me to do. I don't know whether worms can you amend that, worms, in your being a mod, or James, both of you are mods. I know James didn't ask, just made him a mod. I don't know whether you can amend that with your little commands to make to amend the word shut mouth to shut up. I've obviously put the wrong text in the
Shut your mouth!
There we go. We've got it now. Andy knows it. Andy knows. So anyway, I'll shut up. I'll get on with work. Let's get down to business. I was looking at that Kester solder, what you mentioned the other day, Andy, because I needed to order some bits off AliExpress. God, it's expensive compared to what I bought. Like £15 a roll. I think this was about, I know it's the same stuff as Uncle Sorin uses, but I think that was about £6 a roll. I thought, wow, three times the price. Yeah, you do like that one. Shut your mouth! It's especially for Carthor, that one. I don't know why, but I think Carthor used to play it. We've got little fish this morning, so we're okay. Right, guys. You wish it would play when I changed it. It used to until I've repaired it, and it's now not. So, am I good to power this now, gentlemen? Little peeps. I'm good to power this, am I? We have that in the... correct thing. We've got that in the correct thing. So shall we attempt power? I will get my power supply ready, but not turned on until we get the nod. We'll wait for the nod off James. I'm just gonna got me the correct one in there. Oh gosh, fingers are icy cold. Three more days till I win the PLD light. It's coming home, it's coming home. The PLD light is coming to Worms. Right, let's get some voltage on here. Should have 19.5. Is that? Oh, it's working as well. Top right-hand corner. Top right-hand corner. Well, all I'll say, Worms, if I win, I'll just put it with my other two that I've got. I mean, neither of them are signed by PLD. I think this is going to be more appealing if Andy signs it as well, and we get a little SER warranty sticker on it. That's the only reason I'm entering. 37 people this morning who's entered that, and if anybody doesn't know about it, if you log into Sweden Electronic Repairs Discord, you will see a giveaway section where he is giving away, for hitting 2,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers. Them dizzying heights I can only dream of. 2,000 subscribers, all well deserved to get something on there. So anyway, right. So am I good to power up now, guys? I will swap it for a non-signed one. It could be worth a fortune, Worms. I might just take you up on that. Do you know what I could actually do? Is sign one of my others for PLD and just copy a signature and send you that, and you'd never know. You would never know. Never know. And is it really signed by Paul, or has Andy just scribbled on it? We'll know if it's Andy because it'll be in green crayon, won't it? Love you really, Andy. Anyway, I'm gonna power up. I think this will stay dead, in fairness. Right, so we've got top right hand corner. We've got no current draw at all, and even with a little reset button. Reset button. Let's see if we've got any voltages, because this is the true reflection of whether. So we've got power. Let's get ourselves a little earth. We've got the board in view. So we've got 19 volts coming to there. Let me move that so I can see the screen. Ooh. So we've got 19 volts to there, which is the input MOSFET. So we do this on microscope so we can actually see. So we have 19 volts going to there. Got no current draw on power supply. I think we've got that limited to an amp, or half an amp. I think I've got it limited to. Got 19 volts there, as we can see. On this side we have 19 volts, which means that gate now has come alive, which is always good, which is wonderful. We've got 19 coming in here. Let's see if we've got anything on the little gate. We've got 25 on the gate, which means we must have 19 coming in there. Wonderful. So we're getting it further than we're getting it. We've now got it on the current sensor resistor. So let's see if we've got any of these other MOSFETs now wake up. Well, shall we have a look at the other side of the board and see if we've got any of our LDOs or anything like that? Because that'll be jump. That'd be impressive if we have. No, some of these are long. We've got a 5 volt now, which we didn't have before. So that means things are waking up. Nothing on there. We'll have nothing on there because they're in parallel. We've got nothing on there. Have we got anything? Any more big coils? No. No. But we've got his LDO now, which means EC chip must be fine. Whew. 3 volt on power button. Yeah. It's keyboard power button. I just don't know which one 3 volt is. Let's have a look. There you go. 3 volts, so we've got 3 volts on power button. So I'll just ground that out. That'll be, I would imagine it'll be that one. So we just ground the 3 volts out to see if we've got, see if it'll start with tweezers. I think that's a good idea. It's a good shout. Find my tweezers. We have current draw. This board now looks, that were good current draw there. Yeah, I think this is now posting and booting. CPU getting warm. I might hit my current limit. If you look at top right hand corner, we've got an amp. Must be set to 1.5 amps, can't remember what I set it to. That CPU is getting lukewarm. It's never going to get mega hot, is it? But it's going through a power cycle because BIOS has been disconnected. Yeah, amps look fine. It's up and down. Ah, it's lovely and warm. It's about the only warm thing in this office, in fairness, at the moment. So I'm pretty good with that. Looks like a good draw. Oh gosh, I've gone and changed some things on here. What have I changed on there? Didn't mean to do that. Congrats. Yeah, congrats to Dreams and James and JFix and whatnot and everyone else who's contributed there. So getting rid of the shorts, which I did yesterday, still couldn't get its power on, and they've solved that one today. So, you know, sometimes you can scratch your head for hours and hours and somebody else knows what it is straight away, and that's the amazing thing about the community. We will, yeah, that's definitely getting warm. So let's disconnect that. Let's get it back in chassis and see if we can do Uncle Sorin proud and see if we get picture. See if we can get Uncle Sorin to tell me. So let's just put it back in its chassis to C, and also get the keyboard connected and the screen, and let's just see if we get a picture off it. These keyboard ones are horrendous. There's just no slack on them at all. Just to try and get your fingers underneath them. We've been carbon tracers as well, and I just seem to be talking to myself. So a nice little result. That I've got another one up there actually. I'll have to order a DC thing for this. So we'll get that plugged in. Push that there. Push that there. Is that Mr. Postman? Oh no, it's dog. Oh, thank you, darling. I don't want that, but that'll do. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Look at this. Got a nice cup of tea my daughter's brought me. Got to train really well. We've got dog in this morning. Should we say good morning to dog? Up. Yes, your star at show we know. So let's say good morning to the pooch, because everybody wants to see dog. They don't come for me. They come. What's this over here? Speak. Now you're looking for your treats up there. You're not allowed your treats. Speak. 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 Good girl. Right. You've had your 15 minutes of fame. Now go away unless you can work for me. That's it. Yeah. Go away. Go away. Go to bed. There we go. Maddie said hello this morning. She's had a chat and she said hello. I just realised I'm slurping. You'll hear that on camera. Really, really apologise. I'm on slurping because I'm so cold in here. I bet it must be 10, 11 degrees in here at the moment. Really chilly. I've got the heater on, but it backfeeds with noise. So I tend to just leave it off and just put it with for your pleasure. I don't normally say that to people. Put it with for your pleasure. It's usually all the way around, isn't it? You put it with for my pleasure. Let's see if I can put this in here, which is usually the next line after I've said put it with for my pleasure. Let's see if I can get this connector in. Now I'm going to pick my words carefully because there'll be a lot of double entendres. Got a Christmas market tomorrow. We're going to put decks up today and have a few carols on. Maybe bake a few mince pies tomorrow, and we're going to go to another Christmas market tomorrow to buy some overpriced stuff. To buy a wreath which is probably made, which looks like a £5 wreath, which we're charging £50 for, which will die in 3 days anyway, or get stolen off my front door. And maybe some cheese, what we won't eat, dipped in wax, flavours you don't really like, but you have a little tiny cube on the day. Have some alcoholic beverages, what I don't drink, but you're forced into buying. And then you'll all know this. I'm going to rant while I do this. You'll go and there'll be a stall there. I guarantee there'll be a stall there selling chili sauce. And we don't pick the ones right at this end of scale, which we're likely to eat. We always go, oh, let's see if I can just eat that really hot one. How hot is that hot one? You take it, it burns an hole straight through your tongue, through your lip, and it comes out at the bottom of your chin, and you're drooling all day. Like you've been to the dentist and can't like this. Because your tongue's now swollen up, and you're going into anaphylactic shock because you've just ate a ghost chili. But year after, you'll just do it again. And then you got cheese stall and can't taste total cheese stall. So you end up buying mince pie flavoured cheese, which is just absolutely rank. But because your tongue's numb, you can't taste it. You buy some cheese. And you think, I'll wash it down with a bit of this mulled wine, which is still red hot. Tastes like, I don't know, I've never had it. But it smells horrible. What's mulled wine all about? Wow. And then you buy them chocolate-covered marshmallows. I'm not even going to get into that. But good morning, Hector Reader. Good morning. Right, so let's, we've got that in there. Let's see if we've got, I'm going to plug battery and see if I've got charge voltage, because that'd be nice. Because this should kick in beforehand as well. So we'll get that in. But yeah, Christmas markets, exactly the same. I got a hot dog last week when we drove up to Nottingham Christmas Market. Spent the day there. A bit disappointing with market, in fairness, and I think I mentioned this on stream already. But yeah, the hot dog, it was disgusting. Vile. £9 it cost me. Absolutely disgusting. I wish I'd got vegetarian one, which should just really be a carrot in a bread bun, really. A vegetarian one, I don't know. But yeah, I didn't like it at all. It was smoked sausage. Not good. But hey. Right, let's plug this back in. Bang! Ah, there we go. Oh, it won't work. Need some RAM. That woke everyone up, didn't it? Put some RAM in before we do that. Put some RAM memory. We'll put some RAM memory in. We've got current draw. That's a nice current draw, isn't it? 1.4 amps. Let me just knock that up so I don't hit the current limit. So that's obviously going through its pre-checks. That's got charge voltage on there, hasn't it? I probably guarantee, and we'll just have a look and see if we're charging the... So I've got 8 volts and climbing on the battery. So battery is probably pretty flat because it's a, oh no, 7.7. So we've got decent charge voltage there as well. That explains why it's pulling 1.4 amps. Oh, it did, didn't it? I told the RAM on the other side, yeah. So it would have posted, yeah. Good shout, Board, Dev. I don't know your name. Sorry, so I'll just keep calling you. Is it Board Dev? Board Rev? Are you? I don't know. Sorry. And you probably tell me your name, and I forget it anyway. I want to call him AVBFS. They said name Alessandro. Keep forgetting names. Really do apologise. I only remember James's names because it's the same as mine. That's the only reason I remember it. So we've got decent charge voltage there. So I think this board is now... I'm not going to short that out onto the hinge because that would be a bad mistake. So let's... that went power button press and the power jumped up straight away. So we're just looking for the world famous saying of... So we're just waiting for so it'll be going through. Ooh, come on, change. Oh, that flickered then. My career had to change my handle as Swindon was not able to read it. Well, I can't read that either. But the good news is I think your name's about 64 points in Scrabble. I cannot read that name at all. Maikria Luaisu. I'm not too sure what. I probably just butchered that. I do apologise. I'm partly dyslexic, or I'm dyslexic because you can't get partly. That's like being partly pregnant. So I struggle with decoding and encoding the words. So basically reading and spelling is where I do that from. So we'll stay with board. Guys, did we just see what flashed? And it wasn't me on a Friday night after a few beers looking for a kebab shop. It was, we have picture, hey? What do you think to that? We've got picture. I am butchering the goat that is Uncle Sorin. It's all done out of endearment and respect. We have picture. We've got more pictures than Louvre. We have picture. So we've got to call that working. I just need to see if I have a... Let me get my box of delights out. Oh, I can't. I think my box of... Oh, I made a mistake with my drawers down here. and if anybody can spot the mistake, is these drawers come out okay. That's my RAM drawer, because we all have a RAM drawer, don't we? But unfortunately, these drawers get stuck on that leg, and I can't put that leg anywhere else. Can't put it anywhere else. And my box of delights is in that side. So I'll have to look through it. Oh, this box of delights, see if I've got anything in here. But the good news is we have pictures, so let's leave that on there. See if I've got a charging port. It's soldering in Acer charging port. I'm really well organised with all my parts. As you can see, I don't think I will have one. These are all brand new parts, if you're just wondering, guys. All brand new. They're all ones what all the new parts what Uncle Sorin sent me. All brand new. You can see some of them are still wrapped. Some are clearly brand new but pre-assembled. Some I have no idea what they do. But we've got something for everybody in here, haven't we? Oh, that was off the you know, the stand-up desk. One of these desks what you can lift and lower. That was what I did for my other half, and I've ended up doing that. I've got to modify it again. They were the carbon tracers. I don't think I'm going to have one of these because I tend to just order them per thing. So I will order a part, reassemble this basically, and then order a part for what I need. So I think that's what I'll do on that one. Maybe shove that back in there. So we'll give this a quick reassemble. So thank you very much, Dreams, James, Andy, and Boardview, and people like that for the advice on that one. So I'm just going to take this one off, and we've got that sorted. So I'll just disconnect the battery. We'll get this popped off, which is just my temporary one. Ooh, that's nice and toasty. Nice and toasty. I like big butts, and I cannot lie. Put a block between drawers and worktop. I did think of doing that, and I think that's how I had it before, in fairness, Dreams. You can't move the leg, move the drawers. I can't move the drawers. Can't move the drawers, Phil. Mainly because I've got nowhere else to put them. I will try and show you, but they're quite large drawers there. Just ignore the mess because I don't have enough room. But I can't put them here because literally that's the end. But there's another leg just where bin is here, under there. There's another centre leg there, obviously supporting this. I can't put it under here because I've got an air conditioning unit. And I've got stuff under where I'm working here already, which you can't see because camera won't move. So I've got nowhere else to put them. Because I've got my metal drawers over there, but those drawers there, because there's another thing over there of drawers. They're all one piece. Won't fit along here. James will vouch how small this room actually is. And along here is where I sit, so I can't. And then we've got the door. So I've just got nowhere. That's terrible camera work. Look at that. Shaky cam. Just got nowhere for them. Got nowhere for them at all.
Got a little tiny one.
I could do with a tiny one. I could do a small one. Initially, they were supposed to be on the right-hand side under the window, but they just blocked too much of the room. So I did before. They were the first thing I put in, and I didn't have anything else. But yeah, I might have to resort to. Doing some type of block, but there's quite a bit of weight on these desks. You know, when you get a couple of heavy desktop PCs on there, which weigh out now 20 kilos each. That's why I wanted that. There is, I think it's 2x2 or maybe 3x2 supporting it anyway at the back. So there is quite a lot. So we'll just go with that. What's wrong with the old one? Can't you bend it? Bend what? The leg. Bend it back. Oh, I did look at bending that. I know what you mean now. The DC port. I looked at bending that, but it was too far down. I'll have a go before we finally put this one together. Then we'll do that next. Nice and sunny today. It's freezing. Hello, Tomball84. Good morning. Oh, fishing frustration. Good morning. Well, it won't be good morning for you guys over there across the pond. So good evening, good afternoon, good night. I'm not too sure what time it'll be. Let's have a look at this. What Alessandro. I'm going to keep on getting your name wrong. Really am. I am horrid at memory. Really got a bad memory, gentlemen. And I'll keep on apologising, but I've got a shocking memory. So let's see if we can just get zoomed down on here and see if we can bend this back, which was a good shout. Let's see if we can see some illumination. Put that on bright. These Paul Daniels lights. If you've not got one, gents, you need to buy one. Or try and... 1 second, gentlemen. My telephone is ringing. PC repairs. How can I help?
PCDD, you little shit.
Okay. Yeah, we do that, no problem at all. Price of that start from £40, but it all depends on the laptop. I normally work on between 1 and 3 day turnaround for all jobs. I'm available today between 10 and 11 a.m. for drop-offs. If not, it'll be Monday. Yeah, just give us a call before coming and make sure I'm going to be about for you. All right, cheers, mate. Bye-bye now. Oh, I remembered the 5th of November to put you on mute. That was a thermal issue. He's been told off his mate his thermal paste needs swapping. Let's see if we can get that little... I'm presuming it's that one right down there, which is... How come you have a time window? Oh, on a weekend. I have a time window, Andy, just because, a bit like you, I work from home. And I do it just out of respect, because I don't know if you're the same, but you just get people turning up at any hours they want to turn up. They don't always show you enough respect. I mean, if I showed you my phone, I'll give you a good example. I don't know if you're the same, Andy. I got a message come through at 4:37 a.m. Obviously, I didn't reply to it because I was asleep. So they sent me another one. I didn't reply to that because I was asleep. And 4 minutes later, they sent me another one. I still didn't reply to it because I was asleep. And then yesterday, I got one at on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, 1:36 a.m. from somebody else different. Obviously, I didn't reply to that because I was asleep. So the same person messaged again and said at 2 minutes past 12, if you can't be bothered to reply to me, I'll go somewhere else. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. 2 o'clock in the morning. So you don't always get the people coming at right times or messaging at right times. So on a Saturday, just to give a little bit of grace and respect to the people on the street, I just limit it between 10 and 11 on a Saturday. Monday to Friday, 9 till 6. On a Saturday, 10 to 11. Plus, what I found in the past year, I'll bring it down Saturday, you end up waiting in for people who just don't turn up because they decide to go shopping, or they just forget because they ring you on a Wednesday and say, I'll come Saturday. So that's the only reason I do that. But I have got somebody at the door, so I'm just going to grab this, gents. So just give me 2 ticks and I will grab this.
PCDD, you little shit.
Yeah, got a little
Right, gentlemen, sorry about that. Oh, I've got one more drop off this morning. Just put this in here because this is a big. It's nice and heavy, this one. Oh, I've still got 9 in here to work my way through. But put that on there, that was back at Q. Right, so let's get this. Oh, we're going to try and straighten this, weren't we? Oh, dog's barking at me now. Yeah, I've got, I think, another drop off this morning, and that's it. I remember to put you on mute, Andy. I remember. You're not catching me out. Not catching me out. Yeah, there are some. Mine's clearly stated on my website, my Facebook, Google, everywhere that you can imagine as well, Tom. And I mine's a dual SIM phone, so mine automatically goes on to silent after I think it's 8 PM or something like that. But yeah, there's just some people who doesn't respect it. So yeah, the worst one I got, it was about 2:30 one morning from a landline, and they rang 4 times. 4 times. So if you ring more than twice, thinking as it comes through, and with it being a landline from the area, I'm thinking, oh my God, is it a family member who's broken down or something like that? So I answered the phone, all kind of still groggy. I went, yeah, what's up? Is that a computer guy? Yeah. What's up? I wonder if you can help me. I'm stuck on whatever game level it was stuck on, and he couldn't figure out how to get off this game level. Wanted me to tell him. I'm like, well, I won't repeat what I said, but basically, no. But not as polite as that. I said, it's 2:30 in the morning. So he said to me, he says, if I wanted to know what time, I'd look at my watch. And I just thought, do you know, some people, 2:30 in the morning to tell me how to get off a level of the game, which I clearly don't do because I don't touch software. And B, when I went, do you realise it's 2:30 in the morning? For him to be damn right rude and say, and that's when he kind of got both barrels. I weren't best impressed. But hey. I've got more block numbers on my phone than enough. Yeah, it's the joys. But we all have things. But I do 700 people a year, 500 to 700 people a year on average. So you always get the less respectful ones. Right, let's see if we can get this out. And if we can get this out and it's not showing a short, we might be able to put this back in for the customer and get him back up and running, because he wanted this sooner rather than later. But I'm not too sure I'll be able to do this successfully. I'm glad I bought brand new tweezers for this so I can destroy them. Gosh, that's a bit. You can see how much it's bent. I think what he's done is bought a charger. Oh, really trying to get that up, which I don't normally struggle with. Insert your own comments there, gents, ladies, Nick. So we will. Ouch. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, at least if I can give him a charge and I've got to order part, it can come back for part of it and just use. That's snapped off now. Let's see if I can get that in there. Yeah, it's supposed to be bent down, but it's not. No, that's the side one. You know, the spring one, which kind of fits. You've got your centre pin here, and then that bit I'm trying to straighten should go like that. So when you put your charger in, which goes on the centre pin, that touches outside for negative. But what it is actually doing, that's bent and that's touching centre. And it was all kind of bent down there, so I'm just trying to bend it back round like that. Does that make a bit of sense? But I don't think I'm going to be successfully going to be doing that. And I don't think I'm going to be able to. I might charge his battery with my thing and just tell him, look, battery's charged, but I need to order a part. And he can come and pick it up. Pay me for me working the part, just in case he doesn't bring it back, which occasionally you get people doing that. And it's a bit more of an incentive for him to come back into it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to straighten that successfully. So we will just desolder my No, actually, we'll get a bit of charge with mine. Bang a bit more ampage into it to do that. While we reassemble the board. Oh, battery's not in, so it won't do that, will it? I reserve the right to remain silent. Did I get that wrong? Sorry. What we? That's what I presumed it was. It is supposed to be bent, but it's supposed to be bent to the side, isn't it, to use as the spring to grip. Sorry if that sounded a little bit condescending. I didn't mean it at all. There we go. At least we've got some charge going. I will assemble whilst it's just taking some charge. Not that I can remember where anything goes now. Just pop that battery out and. I have taken them to pieces before, Phil, and or I've attempted. And what I found on these, the bits are put into a mould. The metal piece are put into a mould, or the internal metal piece, and then plastic's actually injected around it. So if you take the shell off, you're just left with a load of. I'll show you what I mean. Well, I presume you were all. That's why that's charging. I'll just try to do this. If we take that off, I think we will find that it's plastic moulded around it. That's what I recall from last time. Plus, I tend to stick these. Ouch! Stick these in my fingers. If there are any children watching, don't attempt this at home. I'm a trained professional. I do all this without safety nets and everything else. Plus, we all know once you've got them apart, you can never get them back together. Yeah, so I'm not going to be able to get into where I need to get into anyway. Because I think we'll find that that is all on as one piece. I would imagine those clips need to come, just while that's taking some charge, we'll have a look. Morning, Sean. Didn't see you sneaking there. Didn't see you sneaking at all. Hey guys, I know this again is you've got to celebrate little things in life, and anybody watching me on a regular basis will understand how I celebrate little things. But I hit 270 subscribers yesterday. 39 subscribers I've gathered this week alone. I am aiming for the big 30, as in not 30, because that would be a bit silly really going backwards, but 300 subscribers by Christmas is what I'm aiming for. I would be amazed, absolutely amazed and dumbfounded if I can get to 300 subscribers by Christmas. I would be elated, absolutely elated. So we can see on here what I was saying. We've probably got a chance of trying to do it, but I just don't think we'll be able to do it successfully because these are so tiny. Yeah, so really pleased. I got up to. So we've got one at that side. See that one at that side, which is just gripping a bit. We could probably. It's clearly because all this is destroyed as well. Yeah, thanks, Alonso. I mean, I started in September, gents. Anybody not knowing my story behind here? I started this channel in September, and in 3 months I've gained kind of 100 a month. Majority of that has come over at last. but some of that is because of the support of the amazing creators. People like Andy, JFix, Symbol Tech, Chill and Relax, and the great community as well. Carthor, who's been one of the early ones, Cows, Worms, Falcon, just to name a few. And there's so many more. Oldham, there's just so many more. Alonso, Alessandro, sorry. Just so many more. I can't name them all because I'm terrible on names. But yeah, 300 people wanting, 270 people, and I would love to get to 300. I know it's dizzying in the heights of that, but some of the big creators as well. People like Nano, Zach, NanoFix, Nando's, has given me some advice and support as well. JFix James, I think I've just mentioned as well, who has been amazing, but he is amazing for the community. But yeah, it's chat, guys, it's chat. And even if you're a creator sat in chat, he's still amazing as well. I'm not going to be able to straighten that up sufficiently to be able to do that. I think what I'm going to end up doing is breaking that plastic. I don't think that comes out. No, it doesn't. I can't believe I'm trying to repair a DC power port jack. Things we do for content, eh? No, roll on 500, yeah. Yeah, I might do. I might cut it and just. I think you. I see that. Carthor's always on my mind. Yeah, Close Lug as well. He's one of early ones as well. MK, Rusty Russ. There's just so many. I could just mention them. I could just a long list, and just everyone in chat and people who are subscribing don't come in chat and just watch in the background. Yeah, I'm thankful and grateful for you all. And I know a lot of creators say, you know what, thanks, I appreciate you coming in. I fully love you doing it and everything else. I really do, because I love the interaction. That's why I stream so much rather than VODing, because I love the interaction. Yeah, it's breaking plastic there. It is coming, but ever so slow. It's quite a thick piece of. We all know that was going to happen, didn't we? Nice. Fancy a glass of port. Fancy a glass of port? Fortified wine? What's all that about? Yeah. Amazon good for. They are. Do you know what? I used to order quite a bit on eBay for ordering things like that. But Amazon, yeah, I would concur with that. They've started stocking a lot more everyday components. What is useful, and screens and things like that. You end up paying a slight premium, but you can sometimes get it a lot quicker. And I like to get things out of the door. Again, I don't know what your guys' time frames are on, but I tend to work. Tend to work on 1 to 2 days. I tell people 1 to 3 days, just to manage your expectations. Not that they always understand that, but yeah, I do try and manage your expectations 1 to 3 days, and try and get done in a lot less. I think that's far enough away. So should we? I'm not going to be able to reassemble this, am I? That is destroyed. I'm going to order a new port. I'm not even going to attempt to put that back in. So sorry, gents. I'm going to call that bits. Recycle box for that one. Yeah, I get some bits turned around very quickly as well. If I'm not mega busy, I'll try and get things turned around. That I don't offer a speedy service because I do everything speedy. It still amazes me what a lot of computer shops do, which is sit on their hands on computers for, I don't know, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Quite remarkable. Let me just see if we can find one of these. So it is. Oh, let's have a look at tried and trusty eBay site. See if we can find a port for fitting. So it is an Aspire. Come on. I've done that new update this morning. Not made it any better. Aspire 3 DC port. Can't even spell DC. I've spelled DCEF. How did that work? Silly thing. Ooh, quite expensive on here, but they will be here tomorrow. So we will add that to the basket. We will just check on here. Half the price on eBay. Half the price. Crazy that, isn't it? Buy it now, condition new, and let's put it into the United Kingdom as default. UK. Yeah, actually a quarter of the price. A quarter of the price on eBay. So but it's going to be sometime next week. So we've got one there. For that. Sorry, somebody's just messaging me saying they can't make drop off this morning. After 9 AM. Okay. Yeah, so I think I'll speak to the customer, see if he's okay with me ordering one of those, because no point me doing it before he confirms that he wants it doing. That's the wrong port. Yeah, there was actually two or three on the listing. I just didn't select the right model. Dreams. I did spot that. Thank you. That's the Aspire one. They were advertising the Aspire 3 as well on that one. If you look, oops, they've got an Aspire 3 one, which is actually the right one. They had 2 or 3 on the listing. That one is £3.51. So yeah, so it's not much. You can see £3.51 on that one. That's the one. But what I might do is they're about £9, 8-9 quid on Amazon for next day delivery. I'll speak to the customer, see how quick he needs it, and if he needs it Monday, Tuesday. I told him I weren't even looking at it until Monday, Tuesday. I'll just try and get through some of the bits and bobs. So I'll speak to him, see what he wants to do. If he needs it desperately for Monday, Tuesday, I'll order the Prime one and get that one fitted for him. So yes. So I'm going to put this to one side, and then I've got another one to do for one which came in yesterday. This one is a bit of a. Anybody on my stream yesterday morning knew I had a customer coming in who wanted some CDs copying from her Mac to. Just to the desktop of the Mac. She's got audio files on a CD, but the CD player wasn't working. So she took it back, went home, and brought me another Mac, and the disc got stuck in the Mac because it's an old MacBook Pro. So she doesn't want the MacBook Pro, so she's giving me the MacBook Pro, which works. So she's given me the MacBook Pro. She doesn't need it, but she wants the CD back. And with the CD being stuck in there, I just need to get the CD out, and then that's really all I'll be doing. I'm going to gift the MacBook Pro. Order a bag of them. I tend to just order DC ports one by one. I do them, but I don't do them often enough, I wouldn't say, to certainly not for one specific model. Or is that a very common one across different Acers, that one? Is that why you're suggesting that, Dreams? Sorry, I'm just cleaning the my solder suckers. I've ordered a new solder sucker off AliExpress. I've got a massive bag of AliExpress stuff arrived, which is sitting up there. Massive bag of AliExpress stuff arrived, which I'll be doing an unboxing one day this week. Some nice, interesting tools in there as well. I've certainly been treating myself to some bits and bobs. To see what's what as well. So yeah, some stuff. But I'm going to try and leave it until my power supply turns up, and I've ordered a charging, I don't know how you'd call it. If anybody's watched JFix's review on it, I don't know what he's called it. But do you know, like Dell, Dell and HP and Lenovo have a charging ID pin. You can only charge from their chargers, and it needs to be right size. And we've all come across that. This is the box. You connect your power supply to it, and it fools or it convinces the laptop that you've got the correct brand of charger. So it's got the charging ICs built into it. So you select the make on the side, you select the wattage that you want to provide, and then it recognises it as a genuine charger directly from power supply. So yeah, I've got one of them coming as well. You've done 18 of those ports this year. Wow. I probably do, wow, nowhere near 18, I will say. Mine is probably close to, don't see a lot of ports. If I say 30 to 40 a year across all makes and models. So yeah, see them, but just not in vast numbers for whatever reason. Don't see them in huge quantities. DC ports do them because it's a natural thing which breaks, but yeah, not an overly large amount of them. But I think it's been caused with customers bought a replacement charger, and I don't think it's the right one, if I'm being honest, because that's the one he's bought, and it looks slightly wrong. It's slightly different diameter to the one I've got, but if the charging port was slightly faulty anyway, that could be why. So we will put that to one side, and we will move on to the next one. Got about 40 minutes left on this stream, I would think, and then I need to get on with other bits and bobs. So we will put the gentleman's name and telephone number on there, and I will ring him when I've finished on stream. He's going to pick that up. That's just a reinstall of Windows and MacBook next, weren't it? So I can't show you that because that's got customer information on, but we can do that. So this MacBook, what have I given? It's a MacBook Pro. It's an older one. I'm not going to pretend it's not a new one, but I had this one given as well. See if I can open this. Had this one. Oh, that's zoomed in, isn't it? Zoop. Had this MacBook given as well. So yeah, that's the other thing. That's a nice one for me to do. But yeah, this one here is there's a brand new battery with this as well. It's 2013 to 2015, A1398. So it is an older one. They had the battery, they bought and never fitted. Battery is slightly swollen. I noticed that yesterday when I was doing it. So what I need to do on here is just remove. Oh gosh, it's heavy. The CD. It will not eject. So I think it's going to mean. Take the customer's number off here. Don't need that anymore. I think it's going to need a little bit of TLC. If you've not hit the like button, guys, a like would be much appreciated, since I'm freezing my little fingers off working in this orifice this morning. So cold. So yeah, Christmas decks and Christmas shopping and stuff this afternoon. So only a morning stream. Andy, are you streaming today, or are you not bothering? Don't know if anybody else is coming to life after it. I'm going to try next week. Different schedule next week for me, so there might be maybe a couple of daytime streams and maybe a couple of evening streams as well. I try and do something a bit different on an evening, so yeah, might be a couple of evening streams next week as well. So it is a slightly older one. These are when MacBooks were MacBooks and built like tanks, weren't they, on this age. So the good news is when we plug it in, we do have a charging light, if you can see. A bit difficult to see because it's quite bright in here. I've got quite a few lights on, but we do have a green charging light, and we do, when we turn it on, computer does work. It's fully working. It just doesn't load. Our drive's gone on it basically. It's a mechanical drive box, isn't it? But I just need the I need that. Morning, David. Morning, David. Can. Morning, David. Sorry, I didn't see you pop up there in chat. Angle grind. I don't know what that's referring to. I've donated and fixed quite. Oh, do they fit quite a few models? Might buy some of them. Might buy some as well. I'll have a look. If that's the case, might buy half a dozen or so from eBay. They're always good to stick in the drawer, then, aren't they? Just in case. One good thing about MacBooks, MagSafe cable detect if snagged with damaging port. I had one customer. I found this really funny. His MacBook weren't charging. He'd had into Apple Store, and Apple Store basically washed around it and said it's too old, we can't do it for it anyway. Probably need a new motherboard. Had it into 2 other local computer repair shops, could not repair it. One had charged him £120 for disassembly, checking motherboard and everything else. I don't have a problem. I think 120 is a lot for that, but I charge for my time in my diagnostics. I have a flat fee for diagnostics and strip down. I have a teddy bear to work on soon, Dreams. Oh, David, sorry. I thought you were talking to me. And do you know what it was? Do you know what was wrong? In here, if I can see, I'll try and zoom down to show you in greater detail what the issue was. Bearing in mind, he'd had it to 3 technicians. None of them had figured it, why the computer would not charge. And in his MagSafe port here, he's got a piece of, like a frame. I know it's come out of blur, but like a frame just around the top. And if anybody knows what a staple is, you know what you put in books and whatnot. It was a single staple which was laid down in here like that, and it was stopping charger connected. So I got it and put the charger in, and I thought that just don't feel right. So I did it while I was here, and I went, oh, got my tweezers, took the staple out, plugged it in, and it worked. And he went, what you done? I went, you've got a staple in there, because it's an office PC. It's got a full-fledged staple, just not, obviously not used, in that hole, which was stopping charger connecting. I took it out, matter of 5 seconds, 10 seconds, and yeah, fully working. So he went, I can't believe I've been charged 120 quid here. Apple couldn't do it. This other guy wanted to charge me another 60. I went, he says, what are you going to charge me? I went, nothing. All I've done is take a staple out where you plug your charger. And I went, no, it's all working. Oh, brilliant. What can I do for you? I went, just put me a review on Google if you don't mind. Because it's always nice to get a review in it. Because that's what generates business, as we all know. And do you know what? To this day, still never put a review on Google. But again, some people. But a staple in there. So yeah, that worked strangest thing I've seen on that. Anyway, let's go back to this. Plug the charger back in. Turn it back on. I need the CD out, which is obviously in here. To get that. Yeah, magnets. Oh, brilliant. There was something on I caught a video. A bit of a mountain biker, like I mentioned before on some. Oh, screen's a bit iffy on this. Oh, there's something wrong with that. It's a bit stripy. The bit of a mountain biker, and there's a guy on YouTube, and he's done a video. Just while this is loading up, I'll just ramble. He's basically cut the frame in half of a bike, and he's put magnets on it instead of suspension to repel. So you've got north to north, south to south to repel, to act like suspension. So the suspension isn't a physical spring; it's an air gap of magnetic force. And he says, one thing which always amazes me, he says, you can't see magnetism, like you can't see a lot of things. So is there anything out there what we haven't discovered yet that we can't see, which is some type of... Yeah, that's him. You got it, Aussie. Colin Furs. If you've seen that video, you know exactly. Magnetic suspension bike. Yeah, Mookie. That's it. And I mean, apart from some teething here, I've not seen part 2 because he's making a part 2 of it. But he makes a point of saying if we're all made out of wood, for example, we'd never understand magnetism because it would never affect anything in our world because everything we're made out of wood. Is there other things out there we've not discovered yet? And it's stupid stuff like that which just gets me thinking. You know, on that. Do you know what I liked about Colin? His first video I've seen of him actually is his presentation style. I thought his presentation style was brilliant. It's a bit of a quirky, fun, eccentric inventor sort of thing. But yeah, clever man. So anyway, guys, we are stuck on white screen because clearly it's not thingy bobbing. When I press eject, 'cause that's all I'm interested in, is getting the CD out. It makes a noise. I'll see if I can. I don't know if you can hear what that's doing. It's not even ejecting now. Not even ejecting. So we need to see if we can get this CD out for this lady. It's been going that long, 8 years. Wow. Yeah, I do like a bit more off the wall stuff, but yeah, this one here predates Apple putting torque screws into things. That's how old this is. This is just tiny crossheads, not Phillips, crossheads, screws on here. So this is a working machine, and I'm going to gift this to somebody I know. I'll get an SSD dug out from them, and they're going to make it a dual boot system and have Mac OS, because I've just given them a iMac, 27-inch iMac. If anybody caught my stream, the one where we tried to repair the power supply, me and James JFix James did it, in fairness. We diagnosed the power supply. I ordered the IC chip for the power supply, and it didn't solve it. So I just said, look, if you want the unit, you just need to buy a power supply. They ended up buying a brand new power supply on, oh sorry, not a brand new one, a refurbed one on eBay for I think £16 delivered. Plugged it in and it works. So yeah, they're now up and running. I gave them a hard drive last night as well. So they're back up and running with that. So they're more than happy with that. And I just said, look, I've got this MacBook. If you fancy giving an adventure with a MacBook, so going to give them the MacBook as well. Right. So now, guys, I've plugged the cable back in. I haven't remembered. I will just play what this is doing. Sorted. We've got it out straight away. We weren't doing that yesterday, but I'm going to take that as a win. Was not doing that yesterday. So I'm going to take that as a win. We have the CD out for the customer. Brilliant. So we're going to take that as a win. Sometimes not all jobs are created equally. Sometimes they're a lot easier than they should be. Sometimes they're a lot harder than they should be. But we're going to take that as a win. Sorry, nice boring one today. But a win is a win. If you want £1 and a scratch card, you'd still cash it in, wouldn't you? So that's the way I look at it. A win's a win. Don't have to be £1 million. It just needs to be a win. And it's always nice to get a win. Yeah. Plus, I think if somebody else can repurpose something, because we all know this, the older Mac stuff, when they get to a certain age, are pretty useless because Apple obsolete things far too early in the life cycle, just because they want you to buy another Apple product, because it's not quite as shiny and nice as their new product range, and they need to earn money because they're obviously on the breadline. They can't afford to live. I mean, if Tim Cook gets down to his last 100 million in the bank, he must really, really panic that he might not be able to afford to fill up his super yacht or whatever we'll get that off the floor in a minute, or whatever he wants to do with his millions of pounds. Is Tim Cook in it? Yeah, I think it is Tim Cook. But anyway, we'll call this a win. And they're going to dual boot this, which is what I was saying. They're going to put Mac OS on it and Linux. A couple of versions of Linux. I think he currently operates some Linux operating systems as well. So nice little project for him. Oh, get stuff done. Just don't drop it on your toe because you will break a bone. So we've got that one. We'll call that a win for today. That can go. It can have the battery as well because don't need that. Really deserving case. Right. So that's just a Windows install. We're going to fit hard drive in this one now. We have a hard drive to fit in here. again, not an exciting one. It's just what walks through the door, like I've said. Where are we? Gravity issue, won't be streaming. The LED canvas was a simple fix. What was the LED canvas? Is that? You wouldn't get to release hole. Yeah, I couldn't get to release hole. That's what I look for. I thought there is a hole, but that just goes straight onto the speaker, which is about half a centimetre away from there. So that, you know, I looked in there and that just goes straight onto the speaker for that. And the yeah, there's definitely no release hole. And I even took a couple of screws out of the CD tray just to see if I could lift it, see if there was another release hole like there is on PC, and I couldn't even see it. But it's out, so don't need to worry about it now, do we? Don't need to worry about it at all. So this one failed to boot, constant searching, and customer says it took over 12 hours to do a repairing your operating system, and then it failed to boot again. So I can't even find the hard drive under the diagnostic tools. I've loaded it into a temporary Windows version and Windows PE and a few diagnostic things. So it's the disk, I think, what's failed in here. So I spoke to the customer anyway, and he said, yeah, just get it put in, get it done. Wants a new disk. Going to put a slightly larger size in as well. I think customer said they've got a 250 in, and we're putting a 500 in. So it was kind of two birds, one stone with this. That they were quite happy with that. Come on, you blinking thing. It's been dropped a couple of times. This case is a bit bent down here, so I think that's what's stopping it. The case is all bent down here. You can't really see it on camera. The case is a little bit. Case is a little bit bent. Yeah, I'm trying to. It's not so much that wet case has been bent down here. I think it's stopping it coming up and out. But they are a little bit tight. They're easier to get off second time at third time, aren't they? Once you've done it, once it's been off once. There's quite a bad dent in the thing on that corner. That's solid. Flex the back cover from the ankles. Oops, pushed it back down. It's there. I can see what the issue is. There's a big dent up here, and I think that's where it's catching. Just don't want to release. I know that. I mean, like, oh, there you go. Once you get started, it's all right. It was just that top corner there where it's been dropped, and it was just because they hook in and over. It was just there, just half a mil, and you get stuck, don't you? Whoa! So we'll put customer details over there. So again, it's a pretty easy, an easier one if we know what we're doing. So we'll get this twist, flex and twist. Sounds like a work. Sounds like a pop group from the 80s. Number one with their debut single, Flex and Twist. And we'll get that out. We're going to put what size was in it? Can't see size on there. Oh, one. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's one of these dual drives, this. So it's 32 gigabyte Optane built on the same board as a 128 gig M.2. One of the dual ones. I've seen these a couple of times. It's used the Optane bit, which fails. So it's an Optane chip on an M2 drive as well. Yeah, they are. You're probably right. I didn't look at the model. In fairness, it is a. Where's the model number on here? they've gone and hidden it. 14 DV, so yeah, same series. I think the DV bit's just a regional thing, isn't it? Or is it the NA at the end, which is a regional thing? But this is the 14 DV 1629 NA. So yeah, it's all down to these little clips here, as you'll know, because of the way they're locating, and then these kind of push opposite direction to it. And if you get any, because it's an aluminium front cover, as we know, which is nice because it adds some rigidity to it rather than it bending, you get any dent on there and it just locks it into place, and that's the that's the problem with it. So yeah, it'll be the just going back to that, it'll be the Optane what's failed on it, but because the Optane's built onto the same board, you've got to replace it all. So we're going to put a 500 gig Crucial NVMe drive in it. Install them Windows 11. They've lost the data on that drive. They're not bothered about the data anyway. It was a machine what they used to use but don't really use any longer. And I'm going to rip the thermal pad. Well done, you nugget. And I'm going to rip it again. I can't even pick thermal pads up now. What's Will coming to if I can't even pick a thermal pad up? Don't know why a thermal pad were up there. I'm sure there was some method in it apart from heat sinking it onto plastic. And I know before you say it, why into disconnected battery, because the hard drive doesn't have any power if it's not on to the battery apparently. So we should be good on that one. So we will. Don't need a clean. It's relatively clean as well. Take that third ball out. Ooh. 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 I've just seen something. I'm just going to pop that drive out. And we are going to have a look under the microscope at this, because I don't think from this view anybody will be able to see it, even if I zoom down to this. Can anybody spot the issue? I will give you a second to have a look. I know I'm not zooming in on purpose, because when I do zoom in, you'll see it instantly. But it's a bit hard to spot. It is in frame. Let me, it is in frame, but yeah, there is an issue. There is an issue with this. So I am going to take that battery out, thinking about it, because where the issue is, and why I had to take the battery out, I'll tell you. It's somewhere where I wouldn't want it to be. So we will pop that out. I know, I'll put 3 silver screws and then a black screw just to confuse you. That's a good idea. Thank you, Mr. HP. So, battery will be out in a tickle. And I get the speaker cable. Oh, why do it to me? So this is a bit of a surprise one this morning. I weren't expecting this little thing just here. So we'll put that to one side. Put that to one side. We've got the driver. Right, can anybody see the issue? If you upgrade mine to Windows 11, you lose that. I had a very old one which had a problem with the mouse. I couldn't get the mouse working on Windows 11. So she bought an external mouse, in fairness, because she wanted Windows 11. We'll see if this works. Right, I'm gonna put the microscope on, because we will see instantly what I spotted when I've got the microscope, and I'm just going to turn that down and let that thingy bob, and we'll give that focus, and we will zoom out a little bit because I'm a little bit in. Are we ready for this, gents? That don't look pretty to me. That don't look pretty at all. Oh. Yeah, but only one spot. Can't. I mean, we will have another look around the board. But that doesn't. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even sit directly under the grill, because that's the back. The grill's here, and if I put the grill into the case into position, it's under a flat part here. So it's not even under a grill section. So it's a bit weird how it's got in there. Do you know what I suspect that might be? Is, I don't know, it's not anything what's crawled in, isn't it? But laptop's still working as such. So we'll have a look at that. We'll have a scoot round the board and just see if there's anything else. But yeah, I spotted that. I suppose it's a testament to you should always do a visual inspection. Me too, had a few, yeah. That will be, not sure, because the Ethernet port is other side of the board, so this is going to be, that's going to be USB or something like that, isn't it? Because we've got USB-C. I would imagine that's part of that, but yeah, we'll give that a clean up. We'll just have a quick look around the board, see if there's anything else. I'm hoping, I thought it might have been BIOS chip when I first looked at it. You know what amount of legs and type of chip it is. Yeah, there's nothing else which is jumping out apart from that. Let's get my little toothbrush and give it a little tickle. Ooh. Really don't know what that is. Do you know what? I don't know what it was, but I don't think that was causing an issue. Trap do cause stop Windows updating drivers. You can do it with a registry edit, can't you, as well? I looked the other day because I needed to do it for a Lenovo, which kept updating the trackpad to the Alps 8-point driver on the Lenovo. And then it couldn't load it, even though it updated to it, and then it was just crashing Windows. It was so annoying. So I did it through registering, and I think it's a local machine key in software, Microsoft, Windows, current version, and then I can't remember what next stage was. I think it was driver or something like that. Driver, I can't remember what it were in after that. You just had to add a key to the respective driver you didn't want it to update and set it to 0. So I did that, and it just didn't force Windows Update to look at that driver. That's the only way I could do it, because I couldn't do it through GP Editor either. It still updates. Oh, that's a pain in the... If you roll it back, you know, if it does it and you do roll back through Device Manager, it should, until it didn't work, it should lock it itself to stop it updating. So yeah, but anyway, guys, I don't think that was causing a. Thankfully, I don't think that was causing an issue. So let's just give this a bit better brush. I know my hand's in front of the camera. Just a bit stiffer this brush. Get a bit of IPA. Dog's telling time again. She's going. I was going for a walk. She's an hour early. I think she's on European time. She's on MK's time, isn't she, or Carthor's time. She thinks it's lunchtime and wants to go for a walk. I'll be so glad when I've ordered a new IPA dispenser, because the one I've got is just, you can hear how much I'm doing this. It sounds like I'm doing something I shouldn't be doing. There we go. It's just spurted all over. We'll give that a clean. That's looking better. Looking better. It's ready for night out now, isn't it? If there's anybody sat in chat who's not hit that like or subscribe button, I am chasing 300 subs. I tend to talk a lot, so I do apologise about that. But yeah, if you've not hit the like or subscribe, a subscription is free, and you can just hit it, and it just means you'll get to know when I'm coming on air. Or you can turn that bit off if you don't want to watch me, but just hit subscribe anyway. I'm aiming for 300. I'd love to hit 300 before Christmas. I'm chasing down MK Fix and Rusty Russ Repairs. I've got them firmly. I'm like an Exocet missile. I've got them firmly in my sights. Right, I think we're good on that one. I don't think there's any other issues on there. Yeah, that's as clean as a clean thing on a clean day, isn't it? So let's get back to that one. Focus. Yeah, Windows 11 unfortunately is still not good. But 12, Windows 12 was supposed to be out Q4 last year, and they delayed it because it was supposed to be out for system builders, weren't it? 2024, and they delayed it till Q2 in 2025. Sorry, I'm just looking at dog shiz. What are you doing? They delayed it until 2025. Yeah, up. You won't come up here, will you? Because you know you're not allowed to. Delayed it until 2025, Q2, and then last I heard it was supposed to be out Q4 2022, and now they've put it off again until March 2026. I don't know if it's accurate or not, but yeah, Windows 12 needs to make an appearance because Windows 11's got such a bad reputation, and it's still not as. Considering it's been out, what's it, 6 years, 7 years, or something like that. I think I used it in a beta release years ago, and it's still pretty poor and pretty pants, all things considered. And I know it's such a hard task for Microsoft to build something for every single eventuality, but you would expect them to, you know, with the history, and it's what they do for a living, for goodness sake, put something out better and more reliable than what they've got, because it's a poor showing at the moment. Poor show with Windows 11. They just keep patching it, and I don't know. Just something about it I don't like, and I think that's a consensus from a lot of people that it's just not a favourable thing. So let's put this battery back in. Remember the little black one which was hiding? It's designed by the ME team. Oh my gosh. Well, we'll have to wait for Windows 13. Is that a major thing then? If there's no EC firmware update for it either, then Mookie, for your to get the keyboards working on them. HP's not released an EC firmware update or like that. You can't get one off Bad Caps, which have been done and created and patched. Got to be somebody clever out there who should be able to do that. You would have thought. But again, is that manufacturer saying, well, it's not our problem now. We told you it's not supported. We're not going to support it. Buy another computer. Is it an Apple philosophy? Let's just do our own thing and just force people into buying something and create e-waste. Which you can understand from a business point of view, but just from a consumer point of view, it's just not fair. Just not right. And just from a ecological point of view, we just ain't got enough stuff to go around, have we? This speaker wire is going to be so fiddly. They never go back right, do they? Get a bit of micropause tape on there. It's even failing with a Linux install. Right. I mean, if anybody watched me stream yesterday, I put Windows 11 on a 3rd gen i5, a 3450. I forgot to post actually. Anybody watching that yesterday, we just did a case swap and a GPU install on the computer, and it turned out it was a 3450 i5, so a 3rd gen i5 with we were moving across to a brand new case, and we thought the power supply had gone. For some reason, power supply did not work, and then I tried it again and it worked. So I tried it numerous times, done loads of benchmarking and everything else, and the 5070 we put in it, 5070 worked as well. which we didn't think could, or we had doubts would work as well. So we got that working in there also for the customer. So proper result, and that's a Christmas present, birthday present, Christmas present for his little boy. So that was a nice one to do also. So let me grab my USB drive. We'll stick this in here. We're going to have to stick some power in because we have no power lead with this. Being a HP, we'll need the blue spiky one, and it won't recognise it and charge the battery, and it'll give me a warning. But do we care? No, we don't. Because I'm only interested in booting to install Windows. Don't know if that one works actually. I think I've got another one. I think I've got a new one. Yeah, I've got a new one there. Oh. Was working with a big corporate, and we had a Microsoft on site 5 days a week. When Vista came out, we had over 400 issues in Vista. Microsoft's answer was, Windows 7 will be out soon. Yeah. £100 if you want a challenge. Can't find a touchscreen for it. Which one's that, Mookie? For yours? Can't find a touchscreen for it. I remember converting a laptop years ago, and I put a touchscreen in it. Oh, it's charging battery. Oh, it's booting. Probably booting. I remember before touchscreens were a thing, before iPads and everything else. I need to put these on. I had, if anybody remembers it, an EEE PC, a triple E PC, and I think it was the 1001 or the 901, I think it was actually. And I wanted to convert it to touchscreen. I used to do it as a war driving machine, if anybody knows what they are, for Wi-Fi, because you could do all sorts on them, and they were such a small compact PC, a tiny one. Triple E PC 901, I think it was. Or it could have been 1001, I can't remember. But yeah, I did one of them as a war driving machine, and I wanted to put touchscreen on it. And I ordered a touchscreen, and the way you did it, it was just a clear panel you put in front of the LCD. And I remember it breaking the first one because they were so fragile, and the second one worked. Just never really worked well with touchscreen. You had to hardwire it to internal USB connectors inside, and it just made it a bit bulky then. So it weren't really a good thing to do. Let's just see if this powers up. £100 for a screen, but you can only sell it for 30 quid. Yeah, how many times do we see that? How many times do we see that? Right, let's see if we get a picture on this. We've got 7 minutes, gentlemen, because I'm going to put a hard cut off at past, I think, on here, because I have other bits and bobs to do, and I know the day will run away with me. If not, so we'll see if we can get into a picture on this one. Seems to be doing something. We have nice current draw in the top right. Zip, zip, zip. Up here with nice current draw. Ignore the multimeter because that's just having a day out and just doing its own thing. But we've got nice current draw up to 2 amps, so it's obviously taking some for the battery and some for that. But being a HP, it likes to do a lot of things without a screen on, so you don't think it's working. What did we do when we didn't have a power supply with a meter on where you could read it? We only used power adapters. Look what we've got. We have picture. These won't output HDMI, so I can't show an HDMI, I don't think. We will give it a shot, but I don't think it'll show HDMI until Windows loads, because I don't think it's compatible on this model. Flick that one over. Bottom right hand corner, if it comes up down here, will be the laptop, but I think we'll see that just starting plain black Windows. So we'll just have to do it off the main camera, if not. There we go. Windows 11 H2 auto install script are running. HP, that HP logo's a bit offset. Shouldn't that be in the centre? Having a bit of a moment and putting it to the top left. Does make life easy with Ventoy. You can just pull pull the OS up. Yeah, do you reckon it should? We'll see. Well, it'll appear in. Of course, HP don't provide drivers to Microsoft, so you've got to use this, and then we've got to load a driver. Yes, browse. Fortunately, I have them in my Ventoy folder. Browse. Drivers, and they're in that one there. Pain in the backside. We'll have that one. We're outside with the radio on. Just install the M2 driver. I could make some. What the hell is that noise outside? Peeks through my blinds. Oh, it's a guy over the road. Could make some dual videos of power cycling videos. Laptops. Do you know what? I think there would be a market for anything like that, because people like watching stuff. I used to watch Star Trek, TNG, back in the day. I was never an OS fan, but a TNG. And there was I was scrolling through TikTok this morning when I was waiting for something to load on computer before I started streaming this morning about 8ish, and somebody's created this 4-minute video of complete silence, just acting in TNG, of Captain Picard and Riker and everyone else, if anyone watches TNG, and this guy here watched it to end. So power cycling laptops, I'd probably look at that, and I would. Do you know what? If I saw a video on power cycling laptops, I'd probably hit the like button, because we all know hitting the like button doesn't cost us a penny, and it's just nice to be nice sometimes, and it's Christmas. And if I would feel really, I'd also hit the subscribe button, Mookie. Bit of subliminal messaging there, like, subscribe. There you go, bit of subliminal. Right, we're up to 92% on this. I think if we can get into some type of Windows, what do they call it, installation routine, I think we must call this one a done as well. I don't know what that, I honestly don't know what would cause that, clip that down a little bit. I don't know what would cause the, that water damage or whatever we want to call it. Still got nice healthy current draw. I'll get it on. Get it up there. Link me. I'll give it a watch. I'll give it a watch. Is it ASMR when you watch things like that? I'm not too sure whether it is. Starting services. There we go. How much are you betting this is installed for? I will have a bet on here, and I want you to put your time in there. I reckon we'll be in Windows, e.g. Windows Desktop, by 11:33. I'm banking on 11:33 by my clock on here. So just bang a time in there, what time you think this laptop will be into Windows. I'm saying 11:33. Go on, bang a time and see what you think. Bit of fun. That's if you call it fun. I mean, it's what quantifies as fun nowadays, isn't it? But 11 hours, 33 minutes past midnight, GMT. It is now 11:28. So you're saying 32, 35? Come on, I'm saying 33. So we've got one just below me, and that was below me, not below me, which is a different chat up line. So Ozzy's going to below me, and we've got Boardrev. Boardrev's 35. Ooh, he's probably worked on these a lot and knows how slow HP can be. It's getting ready. A 34. So we've got a 32, me on 33, we've got Mookie on 34, and Boardrev on 35. Remember, this is an auto configuration script, so some of the stuff will be automated. So 30. Oh, look at this! Alonso's going for 31. He's got 2 minutes for it to go. He might. He might be riding a wave there. He just might be riding a wave and getting that in. I'll be really, come on. Well, just a moment. We all know what Microsoft's moment is. It's a bit slower than my moment. Just a moment. Will we get it? I know I keep looking to the left. That's where my OBS screen is, because I can't see your screen on laptop. Oh, we've got the temptation of Windows 11. We need to see if keyboard works. That's what we need to see. Oh, guess how many sweets in a jar? Guess how... Do you know what? The Christmas fair I went to the other week, they had one of these guess your weight stalls. So I got in the queue, and there was about, I don't know, about 15 people or so before me. So gets in the queue, gets at front, guess your weight. So so I said to the guy, I says, go on then, guess me weight. He went, 13 minutes. I'm not even going to say it. I'm not even going to say anything. That's what passes as a joke on a Saturday morning. Oh dear. That's what really passes as a terrible joke. Guess your weight. W-E-I-G-H-T as opposed to W-A-I-T. Ah, dear me. They don't get any better. They don't get any better. My subscription just suddenly fell there from 25 people to 18. They were all getting all excited for fine. Oh, we're there. Whoa. 11:31. 11:31. I think we've got to call that 11:31. So Aussie, you were a minute out. Tumbleweed. I know. So we're saying 11:31 on my screen. I know it might be a bit delayed for you guys. 11:31. Oh dear me. Do you know when it got to that just wait screen? I did think that you might be in for it, AV or Alessandro. I still can't remember your name. Do apologise, but there we go. 11:31. 11:31, and we're in. So we need to see whether the keyboard's working. I still haven't got a driver. Let me just put Snappy up. Let me grab a moose. There's a moose, a loose about this hoose. Mouse. It'd be just a bit quicker for me to do it on it, and we'll put Snappy up and we'll see if we can get that. So you seem to think that it's a keyboard we cannot get working. Just get me Snappy driver up. Snappy driver. Get that one loaded. Get my head under the camera so you can all see my shiny bald head. Allow access. Select all. Install. It's not your foreigner. I'm just terrible on names. On names. Yeah, I've just got a shocking memory. I've not got the ability, and I think I said on stream, because I'm dyslexic and dyspraxic, borderline dyspraxic as well. I trouble with encoding and decoding words, grammar, written words, and it affects the way I kind of read, and I tend to read it wrong and then remember it wrong. So that's why I struggle with names and so on. And that's the only reason I'm getting your name wrong, for no other reason, for that. So we will select all, seeing that I didn't do it, and we'll do installation complete. Click here to hide. Oh, which one are you installing? Select all, install. Come on, Snappy. Select none. Let's just put graphics driver up so we can see. Go away. So we want, if I can get it on main screen, we'll be Arthur. So we need graphics, which is that one. Install. Extracting. Here we go. At least this should then enable me to get on to, once that one's installed. I'm installing this one here, which, if anybody's interested, is the, what's it called? Iris graphics driver. So once this is installed, we should see, find my finger, yep, big finger, we should see it come up down here once this is installed. Alexander is the English, yeah, Alexander. I'll just end up shortening that to Alex. Do you have the full version of Snappy at like 50 gigabyte? Yeah. No, I've got the full one. it's the and it did update the other day as well. It is, I'll tell you what size it is. It is properties 47.5 gigabytes. So yeah, it's the fully grown, full-fledged, full source, full juiced. I haven't seen juiced today either. Full one, Aussie. And if I'm connected to internet, I would let it update as well. I've got it on 4 memory sticks. I can't remember who recommended this in chat. I think it might have been Falcon or Worms or something like that. I can't remember. But wow, I didn't even know it existed. And I've done this for 30 years. So yeah, really grateful that I then found it. Now that's interesting because that's gone to black screen. We have picture. So what that does mean is if I flick over to that screen there, you see my beautiful face and we've got a picture on there, which means I can sit the laptop up and see what I'm doing. So we will do that and we'll do, for whatever reason, it doesn't want to. So if we do select all, no driver available. Anyway. So we'll do, we won't install those, we'll do, bit weird. Right, so keyboard's working. And see if trackpad's working. So I'll use trackpad now. Trackpad's not working. So was it keyboard or trackpad? You never got on with that tool. What do you use instead, Mookie? Do you have another go-to tool? Going to eject my memory stick because this doesn't have an Ethernet port like a lot of laptops don't, so I'm going to use my USB to Ethernet adapter and stick it in the port where the whatchamacallit thingy bobble is. Hopefully we'll get a network showing up down in the bottom right, and then I'll start it on Windows Update and we will see if we get a, oh, it's nice with that, it's pulling some right current, isn't it? Yeah, we've got network. Update should already be in there, which is that one. Check for updates. Your Windows 11 is severely out of date. Please contact Microsoft to buy a new version. Please contact Apple because your software is out of date. Yeah. So we are nearly. We're doing a boring update on Windows. I'm not going to let this run out. I just want to see if I've got a driver which might resemble something for the mouse pad, because at the moment I've got nothing. But keyboard is definitely working, as we will see. I can bang the keyboard there in the bottom left-hand corner for the search. Remarkably, that code word has brought up a video for an helicopter taking off and landing. And when customer gets his laptop back, why have I got all these search terms in it? Oh, there's a firmware update. Do we all feel a bit iffy about firmware updates on Windows? Yeah, I'm always a bit iffy with all that. Optional updates, driver updates, that's the firmware sat there. So we're not gonna do that. Certainly not with everything else. We might do that afterwards. What we might find is we need the firmware update to make Windows 11 stable on the machine. So people, that's another fix. I don't think the water on there was a major issue. Don't think that was a major issue at all. So that's still not sure whether that actually was water on the board, that white thing. But it's cleaned off. It's installed. I'll run some tests once I've got Windows up and running. Do a bit of benchmarking just to make sure everything's working. Put it through some stress testing just to make sure there's no issues with anything, and just get that all singing, all dancing and whatnot. So that's it. So we'll call the laptop a fix. I just need to order the DC port on that one. So thanks to Dev and I think Aussie, Mookie, James, and whoever else was in chat at the time. Sorry, board Dev, who was in the chat, and there was somebody else as well. Like Andy Swindon. Who helped with that one as well. So yeah, thanks for that. It's a good result that I will get I'll get the customer called and just tell him that he needs a DC port, and I can order him one and get that put on. And then the Mac, we got the CD out for the lady. She will be elated because you can't get these discs anymore. These are she's a language teacher. I don't know if you can just see that. And you can't get these. She finds them really, really hard to get to because some of them are 20 years old. So she can't get them. So she searches high and low, she tells me, because they need to be a certain version as well. You can get more modern ones, but they're the wrong versions. So she needs the older ones. So they're a bit like rocking horse to get hold of. So oh yeah, Dreams. It was Dreams. Yeah, sorry, Dreams. It was Dreams. Yeah, sorry about that. I did miss you off there. I knew it was somebody else, and I was trying to wrap my brains, but I think I've had that conversation. To do that, yeah, Mookie, I do the same. I tend to use Snappy and then let Windows Update do it quite a lot. And if they're all in there and it's working, I'll leave it at that because they're obviously approved. If not, I then dig it out with manufacturers. Yeah, it was you, Dreams. Thank you. On there. So yeah, so yeah, we'll call that one. We'll call it CD a fix. We'll call it laptop a fix, and this one ultimately fixed. So that were three for today. So that is me done today. It was a surprise one just to try and get the laptop done this morning because I was scratching my head, but I think that was because I was tired as well. But you only know what you know. If you don't know, you don't know what you don't know sometimes, and that's why we have an amazing community. So that's me done for today. I'm not streaming tomorrow because I've got a lot on tomorrow. And might drop on and do one Monday morning because I've got a few bits and bobs to do. But certainly one evening next week. So if you're not subscribed, just hit the subscribe, guys. If you like what you see, and hit the like button, and we will catch up one day next week. Don't forget we've got the charity stream booked for the 21st, where there's going to be 5 of us creators: myself, J Fix James, Andy Swindon, Electronic Repairs, Russie Russ Repairs, and MK. And I'll be comparing and hosting and putting through some torture and some fun and some jokes, and they'll be performing different tasks. And I have a few things in mind which they have no clue about. So I can't let on here, but hopefully that'll be a thing. That'll be Sunday the 21st for the charity stream. So I think that's next Sunday now. That's how close it is. So we're kind of on final countdown for that. So that should be good. But yeah, guys, have a good weekend. Enjoy whatever you're doing this weekend. Really do enjoy. Take care, and I will catch up with plenty of you next week. Yeah, if I don't catch you next week, I'll catch you probably in one of the chats or streams and everything else. But it's always nice if you stick your head in and say hi. Much appreciated. Take care. See you all soon. Bye 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 bye. I can't find my mouse. There it is. See you later, guys. Bye bye.